I asked each of you to vow to never let this happen again. This process, this defiance of our citizens, it's not too late to begin to restore the bonds of trust with our nation and return comity to this institution.
I realize you have a big majority. I realize you have all the power in Washington. You chose to go it alone with one-party rule.
This is the most compelling argument for an open and freewheeling and transparent debate on the floor of the House of Representatives.
On the physician payment bill, H.R. 3961, that legislation has not been through the Committee on Ways and Means. We have not had an opportunity to review that in open hearing in committee, to offer amendments, to go through it line by line. So this is a legislation that is coming straight to the floor.
This process corrupts and prostitutes the system. I can't, I know all of y'all personally, and I respect you. I would not use such language if I didn't really believe it. We are about to unleash a cultural war in this country if we use this process and don't allow the legitimate differences to be debated and hopefully moderated and compromised. I mean, officially I'm asking for an open rule. Now, I know that's not likely to happen, but you could do a modified closed rule. You could make a Republican substitute in order. You could make several amendments, the most important amendments, in order. We could have some sort of a debate tomorrow afternoon.
But this is the first Congress in the history where we haven't had an open rule in the entire Congress. Okay, and I don't want to get stuck on procedure here, but they've never even allowed Republicans to offer amendments. And today's rule that the health care bill is under, that's jokingly being called the Supermax rule, because we have no ability to offer any amendments, to even ask the chair anything during the debate. So, and the debate's going to be, I think it's only an hour of debate time for a 1/6 takeover of our economy. This is some crazy totalitarian tactics that they're engaged in.
Last night, until late at night, for more than 13 hours, Republicans offered 80 amendments, many of which could have fixed portions of this bill. None, I repeat, Mr. Speaker, none were ruled in order.
I rise today to oppose this rule and the underlying legislation. Frankly, this rule sets a deplorable precedent, deplorable, in terms of limiting member participation and silencing millions of voters whom they represent. 65 members filed amendments offering new ideas and better approaches. None of those amendments were made in order.
We had lots of ideas. In fact, many of those ideas were included in the 80 amendments that went to the Rules Committee yesterday, none of which were allowed.
Yes, we will be having an actual vote today, but without open debate, the opportunity for amendments, or the chance to fully analyze the legislation, we still do not have full transparency or accountability.